Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 2019 full moon reading. And this is going to be how the November 2019 full moon is going to affect you from the 12th of November to the 12th of December. So this is that whole time range from full moon to full moon. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to do a traditional tarot reading. If you've watched my videos before, you know how I read the tarot. And then on top of that, I'm going to add a moon reading to this and see how the tarot and the moon correlate with each other. So it's going to be intense, but it's also going to be rather beautiful. At least I feel that these are beautiful. All right, so let's talk for a moment about the full moon. This is the Beaver full moon, and it's called the Beaver full moon because in the northern hemisphere, this is the time where the beavers are building their dams, building their dens, to get ready for the winter. So it's a time of hard work, dedication, and real focus. In the southern hemisphere, I would say that it's the same thing, though don't hold me by it. I don't know what the moon is called in the southern hemisphere. The moon is also here in Taurus. So this says here, the full moon in Taurus, it says your dreams need a practical plan. And that's what this full moon is all about. The Beaver full moon is all about focusing your intentions and making your intentions into reality. So this is amplified, there we go. This is amplified by the moon being in Taurus. So this is going to be a time to get things done. This is going to be a time of dedication, hard work, but also a time of seeing answers to your plans. And then the full moon, right here in the Moonology cards, this is full moon, and it says surrender to the divine. And as you are moving forward in your hard works and your plans, remember to surrender, because there's going to be a step along the way where you think, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Oh my gosh, I don't understand this. Oh my gosh, this isn't working the way I had thought. And when you surrender and when you say, okay, I'm moving forward, but I don't have all the answers and I won't have all the answers, you're actually going to see things work out really well for you. Okay, let me just move my light here for a moment. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, cool. So I'm moving the Moonology cards over to the side, and I'm taking the Good Tarot. All these will be linked in the description box below. And we are going to see now how the full moon will affect you, Libra. How will November 2019's full moon affect Libra? 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay, so at the heart of everything is the Nine of Waters, and that is absolutely beautiful. Crowned by the King of Swords, Libra, you are shining through as a king. You are represented by the air sign, by the swords, in the minor arcana, by the Justice card in the major arcana. Then we have the Nine of Earth. So the repeat of the number 9 here, which this is also a beautiful card, but the repeat of the number 9 is showing you are coming to a completion of a cycle. This is really going to illuminate what you want. You're going to be seeing yourself be more focused, more dedicated, and able to move forward towards what you truly desire and where you want to be. Hold on just a moment. Okay, so let me move these over here just a little bit. Okay. Then we have the moon card, and I love the moon shining through in a moon reading. Now, this is a Pisces energy. This is also saying that there is going to be fear that needs to be overcome, things that need to be looked at and really understood in a practical but also in an emotional way. This is as I said before, Pisces energy, so February 19th to March 20th. And then you are crowned by the Queen of Fire. And the Queen of Fire represents a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Then you have the Three of Waters, the Three of Cups, the Four of Fire. The repeat of the number 4 here is telling me to tell you to focus on you. And you have the Queen of Fire. So let me just play with my cameras situation just a bit so that you can see everything. Okay, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love that you have two queens here which means that with your passion and with your emotions, you're going to be more behind the scenes. And that's going to be where you feel more comfortable. You in general, during this time, and the way people are going to see you, center stage. They're really going to see you taking action, going after what it is that you want, and the way that you want to move forward. So at your heart right here is the Nine of Water. The Nine of Water is the Nine of Cups, blessings, joy, prosperity, abundance, moving you forward. The Four of Fire, the Four of Wands, shows here celebration. This is a celebration akin to a wedding. It's something that's big. It's something that's joyous. Well, it doesn't have to be big, but Spirit is saying it's big in momentum in your life. And it's joyous, and it's you moving forward towards what you desire and sharing it with others. It doesn't mean that you have to have this huge, great big party, Libra. It does mean that during this time, from the 12th of November to the 12th of December, you need to share this time with people that you love, the people that you care about, the people who are a part of your soul and yourself. And that is really going to help you move forward, and that's really going to help you embrace this time, embrace what you desire. Right? But there is some sort of celebration that is coming into your life, and you're kind of sitting back and saying, yeah, finally it's my time. Yeah. Then we have the King of Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is you most definitely in the minor arcana, shining through as a king. As I said before, people are going to be taking note of you. People are going to be seeing you, understanding you in a way that might not be as welcome as you would think. You might think, oh, okay, people seeing me, people understanding me, people asking for my help and, kind of seeking me out, but it can also be overwhelming. So know that you're going to have the temperament of a queen. Now, I see kings and queens, not as male and female, but I see the king as the actor upon the stage and the queen as the director behind the scenes. So in this reading, it does not matter your gender or how you identify yourself. It simply matters that you are going to be seen as the king, as the actor upon the stage, as the person that people's eyes go to. But you're going to be more comfortable kind of handling things behind the scene. But your mind, your creativity, your communicative skills, your way of communicating with people, that's going to be center stage during this time. And then with the Three of Water, the Three of Cups, be careful who you trust with what you say. I read the Three of Cups. Now, I read intuitively, psychically, as well as by the book. All right? But the Three of Cups for me in every single reading is a watch out. A watch out who you trust, watch out who you're putting your faith in, watch out. All right? Because that's just what it means to me. And here, there's a sense of trusting somebody too much and putting too much faith into them, or it can be, because this is a general reading and it's going to be different for each and every person, it can be that, a person that you were thinking of, that you'll be thinking of a person who kind of betrayed you during this time. Not during this time, but during this time you will be thinking of a person who let you down, who broke your heart, who, took your dreams and stomped all over them. And this can pull you back. Okay? Because there's a sense here of you needing to learn, Libra, how to focus on your words, how to focus on your power, how to focus on your kingliness, instead of turning to other people and saying, well, what do you think? Yes, we always ask people, what do you think? What do you think of this outfit? What do you think of this decision? But putting too much weight into their words, or, letting everybody have an opinion on yourself, it's going to weigh you down. And I can see that here at your root, excuse me, with the Nine of Fire. Now you have 3 nines here, so you're definitely coming close to a completion of a cycle. The Nine of Fire is listening to everybody else and not listening to yourself. It's saying it's time to build a wall between you and the outside world. See how she's focusing on her own magic, on her own stardust, right? See the dust flying down there and it making stars. That makes me think very much of the fact that we are made of stardust. The universe flows within our veins. And you're going to find that there is no truth greater than your truth. And as you come to that realization, we have the Queen of Water. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. You're having a strong Pisces presence come through here. Now, this could be talking of the time frame, again, February 19th to March 20th. It can be talking about a Pisces in your life. It can be talking about your chart and where you have a Pisces in your chart. But here, as the Queen of Water, your heart shines through. And when your heart is shining through, it's when you are a person of kindness, when you're a person of caring and compassion and love and understanding, when you are that type of person, people take advantage of you rather easily. or they see your kindness as weakness. They do not understand that in this world, in this life, to be able to be kind and see all the atrocities that go on, see all the heartbreak and pain, see how people take advantage of you and people try to rip you down, and to still keep your kindness, I personally believe that that is the greatest strength of all. I mean, that makes you stronger than the greatest bodybuilder out there. So here, your strength and your ability during this time to care, to have compassion for those around you, to be compassionate and yet not lose yourself in other people's traumas and dramas and hurts. And I'm not telling you at all. And Spirit is saying, make it clear that when you are caring about other people, you don't lose yourself, because that's also something very easily that happens. And people sit there and say, no matter how good, how many good deeds you do, how kind you were, how, you took people or animals out of the gutter that nobody would touch and everybody would just walk past, and they'll always say, oh, you didn't do enough. Or could you believe that they didn't help that person or that, or this animal, and they let that go or this go. So know here that people will always put on your shoulders the blame that they see within themselves and that they cannot handle. And that's just the thing. The moon here is saying you will have your love amplified. It will be amplified by the light of the moon, and it will be guided by the light of the moon, and you will be moving forward. So here with the Queen of Waters, know that people are going to have their opinions, and they're going to sit there and have their opinions all the stinking time. And you have to rise above, letting them be able to break you down, beat you down, and hurt you. Because Libra, you have a tremendous heart, and you come from a place of love and kindness. And that place of love and kindness is your tremendous strength. Now here with the moon, strong Pisces energy, also the moon, the phases of the moon during this time is going to be very important to you, All right, the changes that are coming, the way that you are moving forward, what it is that you desire, you are going to have this exemplified and amplified by the light of the moon. So there is something here with having inspiration come to you at night, right? Being guided by what you desire at night. When the world is quiet, that is when you find your peace, and that is when you embrace your power. Then we have the Four of Water. The Four of Water is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is talking about gifts being handed to you. Yes, 3 you're going to really be able to see. The 4th one is going to be surprising, and it's going to be the one that means the most to you because you weren't expecting it. Now, you'll say, okay, well, Dane, you just told me about it. Of course, I'm going to be expecting it. No, you're not going to be expecting the way the gift comes. And what's happening here, now, the thing with Pisces, they have to remember not to let fear rule them. Why? Because they have such a depth of emotion that fear is easily seen. Okay? So here with the Four of Water, not letting fear rule you here and stepping back because there's chaos around you. And you need to sit. You need to just ground yourself, root yourself. And then enlightenment comes. Blessings come. Right? Understanding comes. And it doesn't have to be full enlightenment, like all of a sudden you sit under a tree and you're like the Buddha, right? And this great insight comes your way and you see the answers to the universe. You sit under the tree because that's this symbolism in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is a man sitting under a tree. You sit under a tree. You are shaded, but you are rooted. And you are guided by knowledge. As you move forward, this brings you to a place of celebration. This brings you to a place of connecting with your heart, connecting with what your soul desires, where your body, mind, and spirit needs to be for yourself and for your understanding. Then we have the Queen of Fire, a fire sign energy in Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Now, this is telling me here that, okay, so I'm jumping just a bit. We have the Queen of Fire right here, right? The new moon. Things will be amplified around the new moon. The new moon is November 26th. So at November 26th, or during November 26th onwards, you are going to have amplified what it is that you want. But you're also going to have a feeling of new beginnings. So what you have been working for will be amplified, okay? And this says a new start is coming. You will see new ideas, new inspirations, and the new moon will be in Sagittarius. Now this says luck is on your side. So with this new moon being in Sagittarius, luck is on your side as you're moving forward, as you're going after what you desire. Everything falls. And as you are embracing where you stand, there's a sense of, yes, your feet being firmly planted on the ground, but there's also a sense of luck being with you, especially if you are moon sensitive. After, you're going to feel very impacted by the new moon, 26th of November. And as that comes, this Queen of Fire energy, because represents, again, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, this fire sign energy is going to be exemplified within your life. There's a sense here of the heart being around her and it being lit. And there's a sense of magic coming around you, understanding coming around you. When I say magic, I don't mean the ability to cast spells or anything like that. I mean the fact that you are connecting with your soul's, with the fact that the God's head lives within you, your soul's purpose, your soul's essence. And that is what's leading you forward. That is what's guiding you to the place that you need to be, body, mind, and spirit. So even if you're not moon sensitive, you will be feeling this. But the new moon might mean that from the 26th onward, things kind of die down. If you're not moon sensitive or you're not sensitive to kind of the magic in the air. And I know that sounds funny to say, and I'm not dissing anybody, but if you're not sensitive to these things, from the 26th onward, you'll feel things calm down, okay? You'll be like a new start, new beginnings, ways to put everything that I want in order, and then you go forward from there, okay? So here with the Queen of Fire, there's passion, there's creativity around you. It brings you to the Nine of Pentacles, prosperity, success, job well done, really moving towards your goals, which then tells you here, as you are embracing this success and as you are embodying this luck, be careful who you trust. Be careful who you put your faith in or who you think has the answers, knows things. Because here, you are, with the Four of Fire, you are moving towards your happiness. You are moving towards your, and they lived happily ever after kind of scenario. It doesn't have to be fair. It doesn't have to be Disney perfect. Okay? Disney does weird things and it messes with your head because it makes you think that life is supposed to be perfect. And they took stories from traditional folklore and traditional tales from the Grimms and, all over. And they were not perfect. They were actually really heartbreaking and they were really sad. And sometimes you finish the story and you're like, what? You read this to children? Like, are you kidding me? But it's because it was a different world. It was a different world and people grew up with death. People grew up with loss. People grew up with starvation and bitter cold and, sweltering heat and watching life happen right before their eyes in a way that we, especially, we can't understand. So here, with this Four of Fire, with this celebration, with this success, know that it is, you live happily ever after. But it still means that hardships and pains and disappointments and upsets and angers come. And you think, wow, who can I really trust? How can I really move forward? Where do I really need to stand? No, you need to stand in your grace, your power. If you deny yourself, Libra, especially during this time, you deny yourself tremendous possibilities. So let's see what the moon has to say about all of this. Libra. How will Libra be affected from November 12th to December 12th by the moon, by the full moon? How will Libra be affected by the full moon? How will Libra be affected by the full moon? By the November full moon. How will Libra be affected by the November full moon? Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm going to lay these all out, and I'm going to be laying a card on top of a card, all right? And sometimes they dance on top of each other because it's a little bit slippery, but it's really cool. And I hope you guys are enjoying this reading. Let me know in the comment box below if you are. And I don't like to have quiet airtime because, I love that you guys have the blue moon right there. Pisces is coming through again here. Oh, and there you are, Libra. There you are. You're crowned by you and a supermoon. So that is gorgeous. So at your heart right here, we first start with the Nine of Waters, success, prosperity, abundance. And then we have the new moon in Pisces. It says meditate and contemplate. Meditate on what you want. Contemplate on what you desire, because blessings are coming. Prosperity is coming. It is leading you forward. It is guiding you to the place that you need to be, body, mind, and spirit, and what you desire within your soul. But as you are embracing success, as you are seeing your life fall into alignment, because it won't be, okay, so when I say your life fall into alignment, it won't be that you fall into alignment every day, all the time, everything's great. It will be that as you step back, as you meditate, as you really look at what it is that you want, and you embrace this time of prosperity, this time of success, this time of endless possibilities that are opening up to you, you step back and you say, I'm ready for anything. Now, when I say meditate, I do not mean that in your busy schedule and with everybody making demands on you and everything like that, you now have to take out time and sit quietly all by yourself and have, kids pull on your shirt and, the dogs bark at you and people ask you where everything is, because that's stressful. that doesn't help anybody. Take a few moments by yourself. If you have to just close yourself in the bathroom, and I know that sounds funny, and just take 5 minutes to yourself if you can, less if that's what's needed. Splash some cold water on your face, breathe, and let yourself have a moment of your mind just not racing. And then you go. You go and you do what needs to be done. This can be done at work. This can be done at home. No matter how crazy your life is, you can take 30 seconds to yourself. Right? And that's what I'm seeing here with this new moon in Pisces. So I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, now I have to take time and meditate, and that's just adding so much stress into my life. No. Because when I said it, I just felt my arms tense up. It's like, oh my God, I don't have the time for this. Here, let yourself relax. But again, you can do it in small little increments. And especially before you go to bed, that would be really helpful to you. We have the 4 of fire, passion, creativity, love, joy, success, prosperity, happiness. And it says, don't let pride get in your way. The full moon in Leo. Don't sit there and think, oh my gosh, everything's going so well. It'll go so well forever. And don't sit there and say, oh my gosh, everything's going really well. When is the next shoe going to drop? Have a balance here. But embrace your love, embrace your truth. Embrace your passion as you move forward. Okay? Then we have the supermoon crowning you. And the supermoon is quite literally crowning you. It says emotions are running high. So, Libra, you're a Libra. Emotions are always running high. Let's be real. So here, as you are embracing your kingliness, as you are embracing your power and your truth, emotions run high. Doubts can run high. Questions can run high. Do not let yourself be talked out of your path, your truth, and your power. Okay? Because you're next with the 3 of waters, 3 of cups, the full moon in Libra says a win-win outcome is forecast. So you are winning. And it's a win-win. So against this negativity, against this hardship, against this pain that you are going through, you are winning. And that is why it says emotions are running high, because you have so much that you're dealing with at your crown, so much that is running through your mind. Now emotions run high, but also the power of yourself runs high. We have the full moon eclipse with the 9 of fire. It says conclusions are within reach. Yes, quiet out the rest of the world. Embrace the path that you want, the conclusions that you want. And you can't embrace really tongue-tied? Okay. You can't embrace really the conclusions that you want. You can't make it happen, but you can focus on the stardust within you, the fact that you are part of the universe, the power within you, and focus on that truth, that joy, and that prosperity. That is a game changer for you. Then we have the mutable moon. It says, nothing is yet set in stone, with the Queen of Water. As you're going towards what you love, as you're going towards what you desire, everything that you are overcoming, everything that you are redefining and embracing about yourself, you have to know nothing is yet set in stone. And for all your inhales in this life, nothing is set in stone. So don't think it has to be this way, or it has to be that way, or I can only do this, or I can only do that. Let yourself breathe, let yourself step back, because then it'll move you forward in power and truth. Don't let rigidity take over, because if you do, it will. If you say, it can only be like this, and it has to be like this, then the universe will say, okay, it can only be like this, but we wanted you to be over here. We wanted you to be happy this way. We wanted you to find love over here. We wanted you to find joy over here. We wanted you to find success over here, but it can only be like this. And this, the joy, the happiness, the love, the prosperity, is going to be very different than if you opened yourself up and you surrendered to the divine. The moon. It says, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. The moon is saying here. And what you will find in the light of the moon, that you are good enough. You are prosperous enough. You are brilliant enough to go after what you want, to embrace what you desire. And the moon will bless you in these outcomes. For a lot of you Libras, you will be doing your best work by the light of the moon. 4 of Waters, okay, 4 of Cups. It says waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the blessings that are to come. Have faith in the way that you are moving forward. Have faith in the power that is surrounding you. Okay? Have faith. Because you're not going to see it right away, but it most definitely is coming. So as you have faith in your dreams, this leads you to not let pride get in the way and to know that nothing is set in stone. It's not saying, okay, it only has to be like this, or I can only be the one who does this or that. Step back from pride, and you will see that prosperity you didn't think possible opens up to you. But sometimes, and believe me, I know this, oh goodness, of course. Pride gets in the way, and you're just like, it has to be like this, it has to be my way, it has to be just like that. And if you would have opened up your mind and your heart, and you wouldn't have been so strict with yourself, the blessings are awesome. And so sometimes when you step back and you say, okay, you know what, this wall that I'm running against, it's not falling down, it's not changing. How? And you step back for a little bit, and that's exactly what divinity was waiting for. They were waiting for you to step back. And they'll be like, okay, let me show you. Let me show you the greatness that's ahead. Then we have the Queen of Fire, blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. Don't limit yourself. Don't sit there and say it has to be like this, it has to be like that. It is time to believe in the impossible, because the impossible is where you're going to thrive, Libra. From the 12th to the 12th, this is where you're thriving, in the impossible beauty of life. That brings you, my goodness, okay. That brings you to the 9 of Earth, prosperity, success, abundance, and this says, bring love into the situation. And that is new moon in Aquarius, bringing love into the situation. That's what the sense of success, security is giving you, love. And it's moving you forward in love to what you want and where you want to be. This then moves you to the full moon in Libra, which says a win-win outcome is forecast, a balancing of the scales, a sense of, oh, finally, I am where I wanted to be. And at this moment, when you balance the scales, when you have the power move you forward, the full moon in Leo says, don't let pride get in the way. Don't sit there and think it can only be like this, because you're going to find that once you open the gateways, what you truly desire is what you get, right? But it's going to come in a way that you hadn't expected or anticipated. Your subconscious message for this reading is the King of Earth. This is a Earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. This is the moon being in Taurus. This is your power. This is your truth. This is abundance leading you forward. This is what you desire. And the King is blessing you. The King is saying here that you, well, quite frankly, it's saying that you are the King. Subconsciously, when it comes to handling things on the day-to-day, when it comes to looking at what you truly want, believe in your power as the King, because that is where your destiny lies at this time. In the strength, in the truth, in the being the actor upon the stage and being seen. Your subconscious message is the new moon eclipse. It says expect powerful change. As you embrace this truth about yourself, as you embrace this power about yourself, unexpected changes come. And brilliant changes come. Whether it feels like brilliant changes while you're going through it or not, that's yet to be seen. But divinity takes over and changes the outcome of what you had expected or what you had anticipated. And it moves you forward towards the prosperity that you want and the power that this moon, this beaver moon, this time of hard work, dedication, contemplation of self has. And it moves you forward to something unexpected and breathtaking. All right, Libra, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. And may harmony always be with you. Bye.